out. Let's see here. Share tweet. Do I have my other stuff over there? I don't see it. No, I don't. Okay. Hey, yes. Baseball is back, folks. Yes, it is. All right, everybody. So if you guys know, I'm just moving in to the new place. So I think I told you guys that. Thankfully, we got some good news. I'm gonna have a wonderful setup that I am getting back. Um, should be having my whole setup next week. So yeah, man, I'm happy to hear baseball is back. Um, I told you guys that I'm gonna be coming back with a lot of videos in July with a new setup. So yeah, this is great news for me. This is amazing news for me because this is what I really wanted. I was hoping to get this, out of the way so that we know baseball is coming back. Now we do. 60 game season. The players and the owners couldn't agree. So Rob Manfred finally grew a pair of testicles and said, "Yep, 60 game season. Here it is." And yeah, we'll go from there. So yes, baseball is back. I'm excited. You guys are excited. Twitter is excited. You got a few of us out there still kind of saying, well, what is the season even going to look like? Is it going to look like a season at all? But it is what it is. But I'm excited. I'm happy. We're hearing that, Aaron Hicks should be ready. Aaron Judge, who the hell knows? I know some people say they think he's going to be ready. We'll see. We'll see what happens there. My studio is going to be in this room. It's going to be, it's not going to be your beautiful baseball setup. It's going to look a little different if you guys actually watch fighting at all, UFC stuff. Chael Sonnen has a little setup. Mine is going to be similar. I got these beautiful white leather couches coming in. That's going to look nice. I told that to somebody earlier. I'm in the studio with my friend the other day. And just a quick little story. And he's stupid. I said, man, you gotta see my beautiful white leather couches I got coming in. He goes, why do I gotta be white for? That's what I like the white ones. What's the problem? Nah, man, but we always joke around about everything like that. But how are you guys feeling about baseball being back? I know you guys got to be pretty excited. Hey, Ryan Beck. All right, Ryan, I see you. Good old Aubrey Huff sharing your stuff. Baseball's back. I'm excited, man. Do I get my money back still? Do I get my money back? Landscaping owner. Giancarlo Stan was so managed to not be healthy. DJ Steele's my friend. I appreciate that. And yeah, who knows? Who knows with Big G? Who knows if Judge is really going to be back? Who knows about a lot of the stuff that's going on? So right now we wait and see. I guess the good thing is there's going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I know one of the things that some people were talking about for a while is, for an example, a guy like a Clark Smith. Do you think maybe, a guy like a Smith is able to, maybe get up there a little quicker with a shortened season? Are we going to see some different guys make the roster? Right now, I think they are saying July 20-something will be the return, but I'll have videos well before that as I try to get comfortable here. I'll have videos well before that. And, yeah, so my videos will really start to pick back up again here in the next, possibly like middle of next week. I'm sorry, guys. I'm flipping this camera around because I'm holding it. How many games? 60, I believe, is what they is what right now they're thinking, but it could be more than that, per my understanding. The question needs to be answered. When is season 5 of Money Heist coming out? I'm scratching my neck waiting for the season to come out on Netflix. DJ Steels, I started watching it, but I never kept going. Good show, though, from everything. Excuse me, everything I hear from everybody, they like that show. And thank you, man. I appreciate that. Is spring training still going to be at NY? That's what Cuomo said. Well, Jose, it's hard to believe anything Cuomo says. Especially if you're elderly. I shouldn't laugh about those things, sorry. I don't know. Apparently spring training may be in New York. So we'll see. In all seriousness, God bless the souls of all the elderly people that have been lost in New York due to coronavirus. I wasn't laughing at that. It's just a joke about Cuomo. I do take that stuff very seriously, by the way. What do you think of the DH and NL? I think the DH should be there for good. I don't think that ever should have changed. I think a designated hitter should have always been there, no doubt about it. Okay, my friend. Trump is the most corrupt thing of everything. We blame him for everything, including, everything that happens in the world. Today, I dropped my cup of tea. Today, I woke up this morning, I dropped my cup of tea. I said, Trump! So I understand, I get it. DH for 2020, you talking about for the Yankees or just overall? Thank you, DJ Steels. Hey, DJ Steels, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate everything you do, my friend. I don't know anything about all that stuff yet. I don't know anything about that. Gio, my friend, what is going on? DH everywhere, yes. I mean, are people still wanting to see pitchers bat? I don't want to see pitchers bat anymore. I'm excited. I'm excited just to see, it's going to make things go a lot better. It's going to make everything go better. Pitchers don't need a bat. Pitchers got enough shit going on in games to have to worry about batting. And again, you got some pitchers that don't face that extra hitter. Make it fair all around. Let the batters bat, and that's it. Oh, man. But, Pete, you think players will kneel for the anthem in baseball and the rest of sports with all that's going on? I told you guys, I took a when I see issues with everything, I look at everything. I look at both sides. I don't just say one side's wrong and the other side's right or anything like that. I like to look at everything. If a player wants to kneel, cool, fine. To each his own. Do as you please. There's nothing wrong with that. I think the problem that a lot of people saw again was during the anthem. People, look, folks, and again, I'm just talking about certain people that just believe this way, and it's fair because in America, opinions matter. People should have an opinion. People should care. People should, care about these things. A lot of families, black, white, Asian, Hispanic, it doesn't matter, has had family that have died in the military or died fighting for this country. And a lot of people see it as you can do it as another time than the anthem and not during the anthem because we feel that's offending, loved ones that we've lost. And I get both sides of it, I do. I think it would have just been nice if everybody could just get together and say, let's make it work this way and not this way. And one doesn't bitch, the other one doesn't bitch, and everybody has their way. That's the way America's supposed to work. Compromise. Think of it as a big fucking marriage. You're married. Compromise. You don't gotta shit on one to get over on the other. Compromise. You want to get 2 minutes, a minute and a half, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes before the anthem? Cool. Let's do it. Sign me up. But during the anthem, a lot of people see that as a different story. So again, look, who am I to judge? Who am I to judge? I am a fan of baseball. I am a fan of all human beings. I'm a fan of sports. To each his own. I also love this country heavenly. Heavily, I love this country. I would die tomorrow for America, to be God honest with you. I love this country. This country is the greatest opportunity place on the planet, and I couldn't imagine living anywhere else, including, places that my family came from in Sicily. I wouldn't, nah, I don't want to live there. I like America. You think MLB will last whole season? I hope so. I mean, God, it would suck now if we get an agreement and then Corona tears this shit up. That would suck. I definitely would never want that to happen. Hopefully, this coronavirus crap can just, slither away and die somewhere and, we can get things back to normal, but that's probably not going to happen immediately. So let's just hope that, if something happens and there's another outbreak, I think we're better equipped now to handle it. So we'll see. Truthfully, they are ruining it for me. And I get it. And a lot of people feel the same way. But look, here's the great thing about America, folks. You don't have to watch. I mean, everybody has the option not to watch. So you don't have to watch. And I know it sucks to say, am I choosing this over that? I don't know. I don't have all the answers, folks. I don't have all the answers. DJ Steels, this nose right here, look at this. My Italians know what this is, okay? Look at this. This is a nose. Men have noses like this, okay? This is a nose, baby. This is a nose. This nose could do a lot of things, all right? First Amendment, people can bring up politics, whatever. Yeah, I agree. I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that. I don't. I truly don't. Again, I say from my point of view, I don't have a problem with it. I could see why people would. Compromise. Dialogue and compromise will fix the world's issues, folks. Trust me. The most beautiful thing in the world, and I talk from experience, I've had this multiple times now. When I go record in a music studio to make the music I make, I'm the only person that looks like me in the studio. Same thing when I lived in New York doing it. I never felt weird. Nobody ever made me feel weird. Anything is compromise. You can have conversations with anybody if you're willing to have a conversation. But anything can be fixed with conversation and compromise. Anything can be fixed that way. Anything can be fixed that way. I love when I'm on Twitter and I have a conversation with somebody who's a liberal. We have a great conversation. We don't call each other names. We talk. It's good. Anything can be solved that way. Sorry, I think that is disrespecting the flag and the people who died for our freedoms. And that's what I was saying before. A lot of people feel that way. And there's nothing wrong with that. A lot of people feel that way. The problem is we got to just stop saying one side's right and one side's wrong. People get the freedom of speech so messed up. Everyone has their freedom to speak whatever about anything as long as it does not interfere with someone else's freedom to speak. DJ Steels, I agree. I agree. People get mad at me because I said this before. As long as it's not, child pornography, nasty shit like that, horrific things, freedom of speech, even if it's hateful, people got the right to be idiots. That's what makes America amazing. People actually have the rights to be assholes. They're allowed to be. They're allowed to be idiots. But you know what? People are allowed to also feel a certain way about them. So, I think the First Amendment right is attacked a lot. I just think it should be very open. I just do. I don't think there's a way to control it. Everyone's a snowflake, just go along with your day. Yeah, kind of, yeah. Many people get offended by many different things. So I agree with that, DJ Steels. I do. And man, thank you. My goodness. I appreciate it, man. You have the freedom to agree and the freedom to disagree. That's true. That is true. But guys, baseball's back. Baseball's back. Anybody interested? Oh man. Anybody interested? Frankie Letts! Frankie! Frankie baby! I appreciate that, Frank. Love you, man. Love you, Frank. I'm pumped too, man. I'm excited. You guys know we got to get to a game this year, no doubt about it. Now look. Now if these protesters fuck up any games, we got issues. We've waited long enough. All right? Go tear down the Confederates if you want. We've had enough. No more Yankee stuff. Hey, good name for our Yankees anyway, right? We don't hear no talk about the Yankees name being changed, do we? Are you still doing music with all that's going on? Yeah, Jose, I am actually. I was working on stuff the other day. So yeah. Definitely still doing music. I'll have an album out later this year. Later this year, yes. Later this year, I'll have something else out, man. So I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm still in Richmond, Carl. I'm still in Richmond, Virginia. Richmond, I didn't know this. Richmond was one of the harder hit protest areas, which I did see downtown. Yeah. So, but no. Richmond's a good area. Richmond's a good place. Pete's Christmas album coming this year. Pete, talk about your setup for vids and podcasts. Quinn, I'll talk about that real quickly. The setup is not going to be some unbelievable thing. If some of you guys have seen Chael Sonnen is a UFC fighter, and he kind of has like a little setup, a little couch, but you kind of get a bigger picture of him. And good conversation, answers fans' questions and things like that. So Blaze, and I'm gonna get to that real quickly, so I can talk about that a little bit too. So it's gonna be a good setup. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be different. I may still add some green screen stuff to it when I feel I have to. But the podcast, we'll see. I'm still going to make my regular videos. I've had so many people hounding me and DMing me and asking me to do a political podcast. I don't know if the time is right for that, for me to be honest. Politics takes a beating out of you. Politics is poisonous. Politics could drive a sane man insane, and I'm just being honest. So I would really have to think very, very hard about that if I want to do it and I really want to go in on it. I know it's going to be a part of my future. I believe that. But we'll see. Blazing, my fiance is probably a bit of more of a political nut than I am. So I don't think it'll ruin this relationship, to be quite honest. But I think sports is a beautiful thing. We've been missing it. It definitely brings people together. There's no doubt about it. We'll see. DJ Steele says, I went down to Richmond last Monday. Went to Stella's over by Malvern Gardens. Great. DJ Steele, why don't you tell me? I'm not far from there. Now I'm upset. How are you in Richmond and you don't message me? Who would do that? Any of you. If you're in Richmond, you contact me. I'm here, baby. But no, let me get back to that real quick. Speaking of Richmond. Yes, so Richmond, Richmond, still had. Let me go back on that. I haven't seen many Confederate crap here in Richmond. To be honest, now you do see your nitwits every now and then acting stupid and stuff like that, but Richmond is a very, very diverse area. So it really is a melting pot in Richmond, especially downtown Richmond, where you saw a lot of these protests happen. But I tell you what, Richmond has a good culture. Richmond has a lot of good going for it. If you had some smarter people in charge, Richmond would really be a terrific area. Not saying that it's bad now because it's not. It's a very nice area. It really is. It's a nice area. It is. I'm not going to knock Richmond at all. Richmond has been great to me and my family, so I got nothing bad to say about it. Any fans in Yankee Stadium or no? I don't think so yet. And now that Texas was gonna be having fans in, but now we're hearing about their COVID cases going up a little bit. And you had Governor Abbott come out today and say that they are seeing rather big spikes there. So we'll see what happens with that. Anna says, gotta stop calling Trump supporters racist and names. Yeah, and I mean, it goes the same way too, Anna. It goes the same way too. A racist is a horrible thing to be called. I'm just going to be honest with anybody. It gets me mad when I see people use that word so much. Being called a racist is horrible. And calling somebody a racist because they support a president is idiotic. It's just dumb. No matter how you feel, being called a racist is a horrendous thing to call anybody. And it's the same thing as, if I were to say all Joe Biden supporters are morons. All Joe Biden supporters have an opinion. And there's nothing wrong with that. You can have an opinion. You can vote however you want. I would never tell somebody how to vote. But I couldn't call millions of people racist like a lot of people have called Trump supporters. I see it all the time by blue check marks on Twitter. Even people that, go back and forth with me, it's like you trigger a nerve and I, didn't even mean to. But you have a lot of these guys just come out of nowhere and say, well, see, all Trump supporters are racist. I guess that includes the 8% of black votes he got, Spanish people who voted for him. And they're racist too. It's just an ignorant thing to say. It's very stupid. Pete, what are your favorite toppings on pizza? Oh, barata. Ooh. I would say my favorite, to be honest, I'm a big anchovies guy. Sausage, pepperoni, anchovies are delicious on pizza. My favorite. DJ Steele says, yeah, like my Spanish friend was telling me, hey man, you like to do racist. I'm like, what? I thought he said racist. And I was racist because I love to race. Oh. I get you, DJ Steels. I get you. First, I didn't understand it. Where are we going with this one? Okay. He has Ben Carson in office. Yes, he's in charge of HUD. Does Joe Biden know that he is running? Yeah. The funniest thing, look. I laugh at a lot of things that people say about Trump, and some of them are funny. Even when it's knocking him, some of the things are funny, so you gotta laugh. But the funniest thing I've ever seen about Joe Biden is the thing when somebody made what do they call an ad? Somebody made a Joe Biden ad, and at the end of it says, I'm Joe Biden and I forgot this message. That shit was funny. That was hilarious. When I first saw that, I wanted to cry. That was classic. That was absolutely classic. I like pineapples on pizza. Ooh, no. I don't think I can do that. I don't think I can do that. Thoughts on Trump's rally on Saturday? It's kind of funny, to be honest. When the media will look at one thing with fans not coming, or making jokes about attendance. But Joe Biden had 20 people the other day. I know it was kind of 20 people event. But even before that, what was he getting? 130, 130, 180. Trump got what? 7,000. Then he got the most views ever for a political rally, 7.7 million on Fox. I think overall, what was it? 12.5 million, which broke all records. So, politics is a dumbass game. You just got to be honest. No side's ever going to agree. If we had sides that could agree, we'd be much better. We'd be much better. Do I think Biden is slipping? I mean, I never want to judge a man's mental health, but I would say Joe Biden has more questions to answer than anybody else. I think they're doing a great job by not putting him on television or letting them answer questions live. I don't know how the hell he's going to debate Trump. I don't know how he could debate Sanders. And Sanders looks like he let him win. Or let him do decent. I can't see. I mean, no matter what you do when it comes to being biased, I don't think anybody can help him on that. Donald Trump, like him or not, I mean, he's going to eat Joe Biden alive. I mean, whether you like Trump or not, it's going to be a sad thing to watch. People said they're going to bring popcorn to it. I'm not. I don't know what the hell I'm going to bring to it. I feel bad almost. It's like elder abuse. He'll be charged with elder abuse after it. They're doing a good job of hiding him, to be honest. That's the best thing you can do with him. And I'm not even knocking Joe Biden. I'm not knocking him in this sense. I just I just don't think it's a good idea. I don't think it's a good idea. I'm shocked when I said that they decided on 3 debates. I'm shocked by that. Trump is going to come out like a madman. I mean, there's a lot of material on Joe Biden. He's a horrible record. Biden is 77 already. He will be 82 at the end of his term. Yeah, and I mean, what people got to remember too, Joe Biden basically said he's a one-term president. So that's crazy. Pete, are you happy baseball is back? Yes, I am extremely happy baseball is back. And it's perfect timing. I got this whole new setup coming up. I got a good idea of how I want to go about these videos. So, it's going to give me something to talk about. It's going to give me something to take my mind off of poisonous politics, I guess, so to say. So, yeah, I'm excited. Can we get an election prediction? I'll just be honest. If the election is going to be fair, because I am concerned about mail-in voting, I think that's going to be pushed very, very hard. I don't see how the hell Joe Biden wins. I just don't. I just don't. I mean, whether you like Trump or not, I don't see how Joe Biden wins. I just don't. I just don't. And again, folks, you're not going to believe me when I tell you this. I voted for Barack Obama. Many people probably be like, oh, no way you did. I did. I voted for Barack Obama the second time around. Ignorance maybe on my end. Now I'm a lot more educated in politics. I'm a lot more educated overall. But I did. And I've always been down the middle. I've never really said I'm a Republican, I'm a Democrat, or what. I'm just down the middle. But you look at the record of Joe Biden, what the hell is there to like? I don't, it's only hate Trump. And that's not going to win you. That's not going to win. We saw it with Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton had no enthusiasm. Nobody was excited to go vote for Hillary Clinton. They were excited to try to stop Trump from winning. If you saw the new polls that are out, Enthusiasm for Trump is at about what was it again? 70 something percent. And the other is what, 20 something percent to vote just to defeat Biden? It's the complete opposite for Biden. It's 70 something or 60 something percent to defeat Trump, 20 something for enthusiasm. That's not good. That's not good because your majority don't go out to vote because of that. And I don't think you're going to see that. I just don't. I don't think you're going to see that turnout that they expect for a guy like Joe Biden. I think having him debate Trump is a horrible idea. It's a horrible idea. Yeah, so it does look like Hicks is ready to go, so that is good. Aubrey Huff is very interesting to listen to. You know, a couple of people actually told me about his new podcast. I haven't watched it yet. I haven't listened to it. I agree with some of what Aubrey Huff says. I do think sometimes he's a little bit of a... He comes across as a little ignorant himself, but everybody has their opinions. Are you excited to see Cole in pinstripes? Yes, man. I got the jersey upstairs. I've been waiting for it. I've been waiting for it. Is Judge healthy? Who the frig knows at this point? Who knows at this point? Yankees fully healthy on paper is one of the greatest rosters I've ever seen. It's a very good one. It's a very good one. Pete, your thoughts on those squibbles between MLB and the union on money, money, money? Hey, that's business for you, my friend. That's business for you. You know, a lot of people just blame the owners. A lot of people just blame the owners, but you got to remember that the owners don't buy a team to make no money. The owners also have to make money, and they're guaranteed to lose money. So, you know, and I understand the player side of things too. So it's very strange. I'll be classic. I don't know how Trump would say stop it. Stop it. I like his wrong better. I want to see the return of wrong. Wrong. I definitely want to see the return of that. I don't know about stop it. So I don't know how that will work. Pete, you have to check the movie out, The Deer Hunter. Of course I saw Deer Hunter. It's a great movie. Yeah, I guess the fans do, right? I mean, I guess the fans do. Darius, my friend, free agents will hurt for a long time. Yes, they will. I talked about that for a while. You're 100% correct. Free agents are definitely going to hurt. Free agents are definitely going to hurt. And I hope this doesn't lead to a strike, but you never know. Who comes back, Paxton or Tanaka? Let's see how they do this year. You know, let's see how they perform this year. I think if you want to be fair at this moment, Tanaka might be a little more reliable just because of the health factor. He's been fairly healthy ever since the first year injury. But we'll see. We'll see. Paxton has, I think, more upside. I think Paxton could be a Cy Young candidate year after year if he can stay healthy. Yeah. Carl, you're right. I mean, one injury and you're out. I mean, you're right. 60 games, not a lot. 60 games, not a lot. My beard hurts. Help, what should I do? Your beard hurts? You know, I'm growing a nice little beard here myself. I don't know. You know, it never really hurts me. Maybe I'm just, maybe my beard is better than yours, DJ Steels, considering, you know, you couldn't see my beard in person because you were too cool to hang out with me. You know, you couldn't message the source and say, hey, Pete, I'm in your part of town, baby. There you go. Cocoa butter right there. There it is. Gio always coming through. Gio's always coming through. The Royals, 2020 World Series champs. If the Yanks were to get 28 this year, it would be written off as a shortened season. By haters, yes, but I don't think any of us would be upset. I don't think any of us would be upset. I'd be happy. Hey, A season's a season. Give me 28. I'll be happy. Give me the title. I'm cool with it. I'm alright with the title. No, I am okay with 28 any way possible. The Dodgers are definitely stacked also. The Dodgers are stacked also. The Dodgers are definitely stacked also. All right, what else you guys got for me before the wife gets home? And that's it for me on here. Games going on ESPN and Fox? I don't know. I don't know. Will there be robot umpires calling strikes, and how many at bats will it take for Garner to get mad at? Yes. Who would he argue with? Is it going to be like a damn robotic camera that you could yell at? I mean, can he break it with his bat? Would that put a halt to the game? I don't know. That would be pretty classic. Pete, thoughts on Judge? I just hope Judge is healthy. Judge is by far one of the best players in the game. He just got to be healthy. He just got to be healthy. I have seen Korean baseball, yes. I have seen Korean baseball. Talk about the Yankees allegedly cheating. Well, per my understanding, this was still going back to before all the teams were warned about the cheating. Other teams continued it, like the Red Sox and the Astros. My understanding is the Yankees stopped for whatever it was they were doing. Now, I'll be fair here and say I haven't really did a ton of research on this, but that's my understanding. To be honest, I haven't researched much of that, so I'm kind of talking on knowledge that I think I've read and I've heard. Well, we'll see. I mean, put it out. If the Yankees cheated, they should be in trouble like everybody else. Simple as that. If they cheated, they should be in trouble like everybody else. Simple as that. What prospect breaks out this year? That's a good one, man. I love Clark. Clark is excellent. Kid got great stuff. If you guys know, I've been talking about him for a couple of years now. He's just terrific. He could be amazing. I would love to see him come up and really put some work in. But the Yankees got some guys that are there that can really do a lot of work. Devi Garcia could come up and do it. Astros are the Rona of baseball. They'll get beat. There you go, DJ Steels. That's the way to look at it, my friend. That's the way to look at it. Yeah, it's important to get something out of Garrett Cole this year. And you're not really going to have an innings limit. We know that. So I think a guy like Clark Smith, you could be shocked. You know, a guy like him, you might actually see this guy make quite the impact this year, to be honest. You might see a guy like Clark make an impact this year. We just got to turn that corner. That's it. Hopefully we do it early. Because a long slump this year wouldn't be good. You can't go a 10-16. Yeah, that's going to be hard. You can't have any of those tough ones. DJ Steels, my friend, I appreciate that. Next time, let me know. I appreciate all your support, man. Truly, that is much, much love. I greatly appreciate you, man. Thank you. Who has a bigger season, Didi or Betts? Oh, Betts. Lee, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Nice seeing. No, I was gonna say nice seeing you too, but thank you for being here, man. I appreciate it. MLB still giving out awards? I would hope so. I'd still give out awards. I'd still give them out. Why not? Let it feel as normal as possible. Let it be as normal as possible. Stay till 1 a.m. Oh, God, the wife will kill me. The wife will kill me. She doesn't understand. She doesn't understand what this means to us baseball fans. She doesn't get it. Now, to be honest, she went to the gym tonight. I should have been joining her at the gym, but I'm telling you, man, I'm just exhausted today. I told her, I said, babe, look, I'm sorry. I said, I've been busting my ass. Today I'm going to relax. I said, today I'm going to relax. The body feels like it needs it. My body was telling me. My body was telling me, he said, stop it. So I'm stopping it today. Woman be tripping. Woman be tripping. Woman be tripping. I agree. A woman be tripping. Yeah, it is. The gym is open until 11 o'clock here, believe it or not. Yeah, 11 o'clock. All you got to do is wear a mask in, and then apparently you can take it off. Who the fuck knew? All right. Yeah, so that's how they do it. Yanks re-sign DJ LeMahieu? I pray they do. I think they will. I think they will. I think LeMahieu is going to mean a lot to. It really means a lot to this club. Do I think it'll be region based? Yeah, I don't think they're going to have guys traveling too far. I definitely think you'll see it somewhat region based. I don't think you're going to see MLB excited about moving guys from west to east and things of that nature. I don't think you'll see a lot of that. Yeah, I could also see divisions being divided. Two divisions would make sense for 60 games. You don't have to have all this breakdown and then have seeds. Wait on the Martian. Probably another 2 years, roughly. Apparently everything you hear is that this kid might start in A-ball. If that's the case, he's 2 years away. He could be 2 years away. If he's that good, we'll see. Spring training on TV, it should be. All workouts should be on TV, just to get people hype. What do you make of so many southern states cases going up? Florida, Texas, Georgia, Alabama, among others. Quinn, I do believe a lot of that has to do with testing. We are testing more than anybody, so I think you're going to find more positive cases. To hear Governor Abbott say it's concerning is definitely worrisome. So I'll let the big boys figure that stuff out. No, there's no doubt with the Martian for me. There's no doubt with the Martian for me. I think he's going to be terrific. Everything I hear about him is that he's going to be terrific. Free agency, I think, will be a lot different now. It's going to be tough for guys to get very large contracts, definitely. Jason Dominguez is compared to Trout. I have trouble comparing anybody to Trout, to be honest. But we'll see. Betts is getting nowhere near 430. He's going to be the biggest screwed guy out of all this, probably. That's going to be a tough one. He's not getting 430. Nowhere near it. The recent spike is more testing. I mean, media would try to spin it as, well, that's because these states allowed people to go out and blah, 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 blah. More testing is going to mean more positives. That's just the way it goes. And it should be that way. So whether the United States looks bad that way, fine. More testing, the better. Get as many people tested and go from there, and that's it. Well, I could share this with you. My mother-in-law had coronavirus. She never knew. And my 2B mother-in-law had coronavirus in New York, and she got tested for the antibody test, 2 weeks ago? And she had it. And she was positive. And it was when she came for Christmas, and she was deadly sick, really. No joke. She was really sick. We took her to the emergency room, and at that time, they didn't know what coronavirus was. So she recovered after about 2 or 3 days, and she felt good again. But she did the antibody test not that long ago, and I guess they stick around for a while. And she had it. She was positive. She wasn't positive for the virus again. She was negative, but she had it, and she was fine. And she's older. She doesn't have any pre-existing conditions, but it was just that one. She said it was about 14 days it lasted of her being sick, but she's okay. Yeah, I heard a lot of people are able in a lot of jobs to take leave of absences. And really, even if they got somebody at home who they could possibly bring it to, which I understand completely, they can stay home for a while. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and jump off here. I appreciate you guys for joining. There's gonna be much, much more coming very, very soon. So again, thank you guys so much. You guys are the best. Again, starting around the first week of July or so, which is what, next week already. I get all my setup and my new furniture and stuff coming in on the 29th, which is Monday, next Monday. So once all that's set up, once I got everything going, yeah. So I'll have the live chat still. I'll have more videos, maybe a podcast. We'll see. Guys, again, thank you so much. You're the best. Talk to you all again very, very soon. Thank you.